Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Eric, and welcome back to a brand new Bioshock video. This one is one of my favorites that I've ever made, so you guys are in for a treat. With that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoy it. Sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy. Being the best at what you do can really take it out on you, so unwind. At Fort Frolic, gamble, shop, take in a show, or meet a new friend. All at Fort Frolic. Fort Frolic, where the best and brightest celebrate success. Fort Frolic is the 7th level of Bioshock 1. Trapped by the egocentric, demented artist Sander Cohen and cut off from both Atlas and Ryan, Jack will have to track down and kill Cohen's former disciples to be allowed to leave this district and finally reach Hephaestus. You guys already know this, so why don't we take a little bit more of an in-depth approach to the history of Fort Frolic? So with that being said, sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Every society, even one at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, needs a place to unwind. A place where adults can indulge themselves with a couple of drinks, go on a spending spree with a day of shopping, take in a show, or try their luck in a casino. In Rapture, one such place was Fort Frolic. Decorated in neon lights, torture columns, and checkerboard tiles, Fort Frolic was a glamorous setting that featured everything from the fine arts, such as music, film, and theater, to the more salacious distractions, such as strip clubs and gambling. It was also a shopping destination, featured many boutiques selling goods from the most luxurious clothing to the finest tobacco and liquor. The fort was run by Sander Cohen, an artist, director, gallery owner, and a real lunatic, dyed-in-the-wool psychopath. As one of Rapture's most celebrated artists, he used the district as his personal platform. He presented a number of his works in Cohen's collections or on stage in the Fleet Hall. Every 5th of November, a large celebration was held to commemorate the founding of Rapture. In 1959, during the Rapture Civil War, Cohen finally closed Fort Frolic to the public, resulting in the closure of the theaters, and artists like Cherish, Chati, and Mile Blanche de Glace lost their jobs. However, Cohen promised the people of Rapture one final frolic. What the unfortunate citizens didn't realize, however, was that their time in Fort Frolic would become a permanent residence. Cohen trapped many people in the district when he closed it off to the public, using them for his twisted works of art. Just as in Rapture's prime, Sander Cohen still holds power over Fort Frolic. Scattered throughout the fort are examples of his artwork. Fort Frolic's patrons, coated in plaster and poised in various positions, forming real human statues. Jack experiences his control firsthand when the mad artist jams his radio, locks off the bathysphere, and sends a small wave of splicers to test Jack's potential. Impressed with what he sees, Cohen unlocks the entrance to the fort and invites Jack in. The Rapture metro station served as the main entrance into the fort and featured 2 bathysphere docks. The first one Jack arrives in appears to have been for emergency access. The entrance hall contained a Vita chamber, gene bank, and a U-Invent machine, along with the apothecary store, which is now closed. Fort Frolic's Rapture Metro Station is truly symbolic of the district's artistic style. The station is bathed in purple light, and its walls are decorated with the large mosaic and red drapery. 2 of Cohen's quote-unquote statues stand in awe of the bathysphere, while 4 more dance on poles hung from the ceiling. Adjacent to the Rapture Metro, the atrium serves as the hub of Fort Frolic. Still advertising the lost pleasures of Rapture, it is now a hollow shell of its former glory. As Jack enters the room, the dim space comes alive. The lights and neon signs switch on, a dark figure dashes by one of the southeast doorways, and Cohen welcomes Jack in grand fashion. Lost and long-forgotten memories of what the best of Rapture used to be like linger at every turn. Many of the entrances to the rest of Fort Frolic are either closed or destroyed. It is here that Jack must build Sander Cohen's distorted masterpiece, the Quadtic. The atrium, however, is divided into 2 sections, the lower and upper atrium. The lower atrium is only a shadow of what it once was, with most of the space being shut off or inaccessible to Jack. Cohen's muse box lies beside the stairs in its glass bell jar. The other 6 places in the lower atrium are blocked off with their signs destroyed, all except for one inaccessible strip club called the Seahorse. Upstairs lies the upper atrium. There are many places to see here. First and most notable is the Fleet Hall, where the citizens of Rapture could enjoy theatrical and musical arts. Inside, it offered a chance to catch a drink of Ryan's Club Ale or a bite of a chocolate cream cake before the show started. Since Rapture's fall, Fleet Hall has remained in relatively good shape, but now contains plaster-covered Splicer statues frozen in silent expressions of clapping and cheering. The only other accessible place in the upper level of the atrium is Cohen's Collections. Once a place where the wealthy could view and purchase Sander Cohen's art, all that remains are empty canvases and walls that have been burned to a crisp. Inside, all Jack will find are several safes and a plaster-covered table with a plaster family sitting around it. When open to the public, Fort Frolic was home to many different stores. However, much of the mall area has been closed off or shuttered. Only the southernmost portion of the area is easily accessible. Just off the atrium are 2 bathrooms, and in the men's room you can see one of Sander Cohen's human art pieces. The cocktail lounge once served as the place where nightclubbers of Rapture could have a drink. Nearby sat a series of opulent high-end shops: Sophia Salon High Fashion, the Gardner Deluxe Modern, and the Le Marquis de Epoque. Only the first and last of these are accessible to Jack. The Sophia's Salon, last business prior to the collapse of Rapture, held a 50% off sale. Inside the Le Marquis liquor and cigar shop, many of the shelves on the upper floor are empty. The remnants of the stock are scattered about the floor. Downstairs are a couple of vending machines, boxes of cigars, most still on the shelf, and a dead Splicer with his blood around him, possibly the corpse of Albert Milanakis. Poseidon Plaza remains largely intact, mainly suffering only cosmetic damage such as leaks and holes in the walls. Behind these walls, shadowy figures dart about in the narrow recesses. Although the space is in relatively good shape, the same cannot be said for the majority of the businesses here. The first of many businesses and fine establishments is Surprise, Game of Chance. Surprise was just one of the many gambling and drinking spots in Fort Frolic, but is now in disarray. However, it is not completely empty, as when Jack arrives, a trio of splicers are engaged in a barroom brawl. Sinclair Spirits was at one point amongst the best to sample and drink bottles of the finest wines, liqueurs, and beers in Rapture. However, it is now a wreck, the walls and pillars eroding away by the seawater leaking in from every direction. Robertson's Tobaccoria, next to Eve's Garden, once sold the finest and most luxurious tobacco products in Rapture. Although the shop is not in danger of being flooded or suddenly collapsing, tobacco has become much less popular in Rapture, replaced by the addictive Atom. Eve's Garden was a well-known gentleman's club in Rapture, featuring Jasmine Jolene. And if you guys want to check out the video that I made on her, you can click the I in the right-hand corner of the screen or go down in the description. Here, the men and women of Rapture could unwind with a couple of drinks in the swanky bar and find some company. Now, the old haunt is a ghost of its former self. Upstairs is the most destroyed part of the plaza, with the walls coming away and the glass ceilings giving way under the pressure of the sea. There are only 4 accessible places, 2 of which are hidden from the ground floor: Rapture Records and the Pharaoh's Fortune Casino. Rapture Records is the most ruined part of Poseidon Plaza. Once a place where shoppers could go stock up on their record players and jukeboxes, is now completely razed. Walls stripped bare, fire still burning above the metal ceiling, burnt furniture and bodies chucked around, and water dripping through the sodden ceiling. In contrast, the Pharaoh's Fortune Casino still stands tall. This gambler's haven was and still is the perfect place to get drunk, a 2-drink minimum, and puts one's luck to the test. Jack can still put the many slot machines to the test and win or lose some cash. Now, although Fort Frolic is never visited in Bioshock 2, the fort's marquee can be seen on a destroyed building when Subject Delta gets his first panoramic view of the city. A number of signs for businesses within Fort Frolic can also be seen advertised on adjoining buildings. In terms of Bioshock Infinite Burial at Sea, Fort Frolic is referenced in both episodes. An advertisement for Fort Frolic can be heard through the public address announcement in Episode 1. It is also learned that a business called the Defense Pavilion operated in Fort Frolic as well. In Episode 2, it's learned that Felix Malloy was given an order by Atlas to choose a location to attack when and if they escaped their prison in Fontaine's department store. He believed that Fort Frolic would be a prime target if they managed to escape by the 5th of November, as the fort played host to an event celebrating the founding of Rapture and would be packed with civilians. Pharaoh's Fortune Casino would also be one of the main targets. At the end of the episode, Fort Frolic's courier, Marquis, could be seen from the window in the hall where Elizabeth rendezvous with Atlas. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to conclude the story of Fort Frolic. Personally, this is my favorite level out of any of the Bioshocks, and I think a lot of people really enjoy this level as well. So, with that being said, I hope you guys really did enjoy the video. If you did and want to see more of the lore videos that I've done on Bioshock, you can click on screen now or go down in the description below and I'll leave a playlist link for you guys to go check out. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you want me to cover next. And just give me some general tips and what you guys want to see down in the comment section below. I'm very interested. Other than that, if you guys did enjoy it, would you kindly drop a like on the video? It helps this video get out there and it helps the channel grow. If you're new here and want to join the Rapture family or see the Rapture family grow, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, share the content with some family and friends, and turn on notifications. That way you know when I go live or when I post a video. Anyways, with that being said, if you guys want to talk to me outside of YouTube, Twitter and Discord are the best ways to do that. Both links are down in the description if you guys are interested. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Take care.